This is August, the 22nd of August. We're sharing these beautiful Fraser here. My people here are doing a heck of a job, and we've got some beautiful trees to sell you. This is a conkeler fir that is native seed to the mountains of New Mexico. It's got a beautiful blue color. It's new in the industry. A beautiful tree. The needle retention on this is maximum. Beautiful needle retention. This is a Fraser fir. It's native to North Carolina. We are growing them very successfully here in Wisconsin. This has got beautiful blue color. It's the most popular tree in the industry right now. The hottest thing going. Beautiful needle retention. Likes water. A beautiful Christmas tree. This is a Norway pine. This is an old Christmas tree. This used to be the Christmas tree. We would cut thousands of these in Wisconsin. And this tree is just outdated, that's all, folks. And it's a beautiful tree to flock it, which I mean put snow on it. Beautiful tree for that. This is a white pine. It's a beautiful tree. The needle retention is good. The only problem with it is it takes light ornaments. And it's got to be decorated lightly. The survivability of this tree as far as being cut is wonderful. It's a nice tree, got a great fragrance. It's a very environmental tree. If we have ozone problems, this would be the first tree that would show brown on it. Or exhaust from the road, anything like that. Anybody that has allergies should be buying a white pine. This is a balsam fir. It's a brother to a Fraser fir. The needle retention on this is less than a Fraser. The Fraser is a better as far as needle retention, but the smell of this tree is wonderful, the fragrance. They use the sap for this tree and boil it out, and Wrigley's Chewing Gum uses it, and they also use it in embalming fluid. This is my friend Don Helgerson. He's one of the oldest tree growers here in Wisconsin. He's been growing trees since when, Don?
Oh, the 1950s, early 60s.
And what do you think of the green industry? I mean, as far as these people saying, well, if trees are so good, why are you cutting them?
Well, you cut the tree for pleasure. You bring it in the house to enjoy it, put it out for the birds, and put bird feeders on there, and you can get trees and plant them in the ground as well. And any tree we cut, we replant them right away.
And there you go, folks. This is very true. And plus the joy of having your family in for a real tree. There's a lot of people in this world that don't have a tree. I feel sorry for them. There's a lot of people that have plastic trees which do nothing for the environment. In fact, the impact is you would have to own that plastic tree 20 years to do anything for the environment. Help the environment by a real tree.
Absolutely.
This is Jesse Davis from North Carolina. He's a tree grower. He's an expert tree grower. In fact, we got him up here today because he is going to do an hour of, what are you going to do,
Well, actually, I'm going to try to tell a little bit about the trees in North Carolina maybe be able to show a few photographs of some tree fields, different patches, and hopefully talk a little bit about, planning for success, and in order to really be successful in this business, as you know, it's a very long-term transition, so we really have to be good planners. And I think some of the mistakes that's been made in the past is people just plant trees, not really trying to plan what the outcome and how those trees are going to be marketed later on down the road. So I want to talk about that a little bit.
Okay. What do you think of the Let's Go Green environment? What do you say when somebody comes up to you and says, if real trees are so good, why are you cutting them?
Okay, basically the thing that they really don't understand is that for every real tree that's cut, there's about 4 that's planted back in its place. The other thing that they probably don't really understand is a young, vigorous growing tree actually absorbs more carbon dioxide. It puts off more oxygen than an old tree if it never been cut to begin with. By the time that tree gets up very old, then it's really not doing a lot for the environment. So the good thing about Christmas trees, it's a renewable green source. So that's why I think people really need to be educated on what the true facts are.
And there you go. That's from North Carolina.
Thank you.